good evening, and welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower you to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. I'm Anna, your host. I am a retired school teacher. I'm an author. I'm an educational consultant. I'm a jury consultant. I am a health and wellness, I'm going to say enthusiast. Also, I am a certified cake instructor. So, I bring a wealth of knowledge and experience to our conversation. And so each episode, we dive into topics that enrich our lives, from educational and personal development to health and wellness. And of course, we don't want to leave out the art of jury making. So, this is done by workshops and speakers and research. So, I'm asking you to join me as we explore inspiring stories, expert insights, and practical advice to help you live that blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. So thank you again for tuning in to Sweet Blessings, where every conversation is a treasure. So let's get started. So I'm beginning a new series. Last month my series was on gratitude and motion, and I'll be coming out with an ebook on that. I'm still working on that as well. We have a few comments here. Um, Hold on, let me see. Brittany and Dwayne, they said hello. So hello to you, and thank you for joining us. And also we have, I cannot pronounce that, but they said hi, and I'm going to say hi too. Oh, sometimes these names are so, oh my God. But I do, like I said, I get back into on my topic, but we delve into gratitude emotion, and I kind of explain why I did that during the holiday season, because a lot happens during the holiday season, really. And so but now it's the new year, so happy new year to everyone that is joining. And we're going to talk about, sometimes I hate to say this, but every new year, what do? We do resolutions. Have you set your New Year's resolutions? So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions, and we're going to kind of delve or kind of shift our focus a little bit. So we're going to take a commercial, and when we come back, we're going to talk about more than resolutions. Your why for the year and aligning your goals with your calling. Do you know what your calling is? All right, let's take that commercial, y'all. Okay, we are back, and I am Anna. I am the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. We did get another comment come in. Someone, I'm telling you these names, y'all, but they said hi, and I'm going to say hi back. And thank you again for joining us this evening as we talk about reset, renew, and realign. That is our topic for this evening on Sweet Blessings, because it's the new year. And most of the time, people think about the new year, they think about New Year's resolution. So we're going to kind of drift away from that New Year's resolution. And you know I got a presentation for you. So here we go. Let me bring it up real quick. So more than resolutions. You see that? Get that out that way. That more than resolutions. So you know what they are. Oh, I'm going to lose a few pounds. Or I'm going to exercise. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to quit smoking. You know, these are little things. These are New Year's resolutions. So I don't know about you, okay? But for me, okay, I have a little problem with these. So January often pressures us to fix everything at once. New habits, new goals, new visions of ourselves. But God never calls us to rush into change. He calls us to walk with purpose. So today, we're talking about moving beyond resolutions and discovering your why for the year. So your goals align with the life you truly, truly are called to live. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Okay. I have to look at my notes, y'all. I got notes here. You know, 'cause sometimes I get ahead of my notes. So, more than resolutions, your why for the year and aligning goals with your calling. You just heard me say that. So, the other thing, let me move. I want to move on. I want to do one more, and then we're going to take another commercial. So, we want to discover your why and align your goals with the life you're called to live. So, a lot of people, do you know your why? Now, let me tell you something about why. Your why. You cannot align your goals to your why if you don't know your why. And your why is what you want to accomplish in life, you all. Now, I did an episode on finding your why. And I can't go into that episode tonight because this episode is on reset. But I will also tell you where you can go and find that episode, which is on YouTube. Okay? And this is my YouTube channel. And while you're over there trying to figure out your why, because it is a whole episode on finding your why and why you need to find your why. And let me tell you this, once you find your why, it's going to change. Your why is not there to stay there forever. Your why changes constantly. And that's the truth. I might have just started out just wanting to be an entrepreneur. That was my why. But then I ventured out. I started baking. Then I became a baker. I was an entrepreneur that became a baker, or a baker that ran a business. So as you go along and you reach certain goals, your why changes. And that's why you need to know what it is so that you can always align it to what your goals are. So, because you want to be able to live that life that was your calling. And I said time and time again that we're put on this earth to, there's a purpose for us on this earth. There's a purpose. And we're all put here to do some things. So, keep that in mind. So we're going to take this commercial. And then when I come back, we're going to talk a little bit about, I'm excited, can you tell? We're going to talk a little bit about the core messages that we're trying to accomplish. And if you all want to say something, by all means, just jot it down in the comment section. You can jot it down in any of the, wherever I'm streaming, wherever you're listening to this. And I think that it will come on my live. As you can see, I've told many people hi and thank you for joining this evening. So if you feel like you have a comment, just jot it down in the comment section, and it should appear so we can put it on the screen. So we're going to take that commercial now, and we'll be right back.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment, a perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters, and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.
Welcome back. I'm Anna. I'm your host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and podcast. And this evening we're talking about reset. Reset is the new year. We're not even going to discuss resolutions because it's not about resolutions. Because, sometimes we make those resolutions and by the end of January, those resolutions are forgotten. Okay? So we're going to look at our goals and realigning our goals to the life that we're called to live. Okay? So let me bring back up my screen. And when we left, I said that I was going to be talking about the core message. So this is the core message that you need to, I think, look at because it's important. Resolutions change behavior. Remember at the beginning of this stream, I list the New Year's resolutions. Some of them, not all of them, but they lose weight, exercise, drink more water, etc. So those are habits that you're going to change. So resolutions change behavior, but purpose changes directions. What did I just say about your why? Didn't I say that it would change? As you were doing your stuff, it's going to change. So you have a purpose, and the purpose is always going to change directions. Remember I said I started out as just an entrepreneur? I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I'm going to tell you, I've sold many things. And from that entrepreneur, I got into cake decorating. From cake decorating, I started my own business of cake decorating, and I still do it. I also teach cake decorating. So, do you see how those goals have changed? I now have a podcast. I sell jewelry. I mean, it's just been one thing. And I look at these things as blessings, you all. I look at how it has changed my life. Now, we got a few more comments. Let me get here because I want to make sure. Oh, now, Senorita, oh, Jesus. Look at me, oh, Jesus. This is Stiglerland Man. He says hi. I'm not even going to read the names because some of these names I cannot read. This one says Senorita. And I don't know. This is... I don't know what that one is saying. I'm not even going to put it up there because I can't. I don't understand. It might be... might be in another language, but I do want to put those, make sure that I put, some of the comments up as they come in. So, purpose. So now let me tell you, this is a good example of how purpose changes direction. And I've told this story many, many times. I taught school. I'm a retired school teacher, and I taught all grades really, but my degree was in early childhood education. And so which meant I taught the babies, 3, 4, 5 years old. But I've taught everything. I got, endorsement in science, administration, all those things. But to make a long story short, while I was teaching, I decided to give my mother a birthday party, her 75th birthday party. And I wanted to decorate the cake. Now, mind you, I was always a baker. So, but I was not a decorative baker. And so, therefore, I needed to take some lessons if I was going to do the cake. And so, I enrolled in some classes. And the classes that I enrolled in, they had several courses, and I started at the beginning, and the instructor asked me, would I be interested in teaching, and I said no. And I'm telling you because purpose changes directions. And I'm going to cut the story a little short because it's a long story. But eventually, I did start teaching cake decorating. Can you believe that? When I took the class, she always encouraged me to take pictures, and I did. And so she kept hounding me about becoming, teaching. I said, no. Evidently, she saw something in me that I did not see in myself. And so to kind of get her off of my back, I went on and I applied. And you all know look, somebody called me and said that they had an opening at one of the stores in Chicago, it was in the suburbs, and would I be interested? And they would train me. Okay. And I said, oh Lord, you see how things fall into your lap. That changed my whole purpose. I'm going to tell you that I taught cake decorating for over 20 years, along with teaching school. Okay. Not only did I have one store, but I had 2 stores. So when I tell you your calling. Are you doing the things that's called to? That fell into my lap, and I can tell you other things that have fallen, just been there. So, sometimes God sends you messages, but you have to listen to those messages. And it's taken me a long time to listen. I'm guilty just like anybody else. That's why I'm on here. I'm learning just like everybody else. And I want to say, and when your goals are rooted in your why, they feel meaningful. They're not heavy. See, my why is to inspire, encourage, and to empower people to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. That is my why. Now, I do it in many, many ways, you all. Many ways. I have a knitting ministry at the church. I am in a sorority that is with greater service and greater progress. Okay? I'm just giving you a few examples. I have started, well, I talked about entrepreneurship. Well, now I have my own LLC. And under my LLC, I have all those things that I love to do. I have my jewelry. I have my podcasts. I have my crafts, because a lot of people don't realize that I am crafty and I make things, unless you are on my personal profile on Facebook. And so if you're interested in, because I do go live on Facebook, and I will put my Facebook down here so that you can see it, but because I do go live on Facebook. And that's where you would probably see a lot of things, because my Facebook profile is public. But I'm going to tell you right now, when your goals are rooted in your why, they feel meaningful and not heavy. And that's all you're going to do. You're not going to accomplish all your goals. And like I said, if you don't know your why, you can't do anything until you find out your why. And so I'm going to repeat. There's a live stream on Finding Your Why, and it's on YouTube. And I had my YouTube information down there before, so it's on YouTube. And while you're at Facebook, or at Facebook, you're going to like. But on YouTube, you subscribe. So while you're over there, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, we want to look at some teaching points, you all. It's my Facebook. So let's look at a few teaching points here. Teaching points. Goals without purpose lead to burnout. How many times have you been burnt out on a situation? And you had no goals. When I say your why anchors your decision, it does. I have set things that I'm going to do for my jewelry business. I have set things that I do, for my podcast. And I have set things that I do for my website, because I do have a website, my own website with Anna's Lifestyles. So I do all of those things. So like I said, I've come a long way, and that's my, you can go there. You can go to my website and look. And all of that is because of my why and what I want to accomplish. Lord have mercy. It's so much. But that's okay. Right? And if you want some information or anything like that, you can reach me at info@annaslifestylellc.com. You can ask me questions if you want to be a guest or anything like that on my show. You can send the information there as well. And I just want to let you know that I am always looking for people who would like to advertise. So you see me going to commercials and different things like that. And also who would like to maybe sponsor. You can sponsor episodes as well. So if you're interested in any of those things, please reach out to me at that info AnnasLifestyles.com. Okay. So alignment brings peace and clarity. So when you got your goals aligning with what you want to do, you have peace. You're not stressed out. You enjoy what you're doing. All of those things have plays a part into it. And then your calling comes before achievement. Your calling comes before achievement. So I just want to let you know that. So we are going to take another brief commercial. And then when we come back, we're going to talk a little. We're going to reflect, y'all. Okay? We're going to do a little reflecting when we come back. I think this is the one I want. I was having just a little sip of coffee when you came. Oh, Lord. Because sometimes when I'm talking, my mouth gets all dry and stuff. But anyway, I'm Anna. I'm your host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And I want to welcome you for joining me this evening. It is the beginning of the year, and we are not setting resolutions. We are looking at renew too. We're looking at reset, renew, and realign. And right tonight we're concentrating on reset. The next episode that I do will be on renew. Okay? So we're going to reset. And to me, what reset means, you're looking at things and you might need to tweak it a little bit. Okay? You like it, but you want to just tweak it a little bit. Or it's perfect. You don't want to do anything to it. It's working. It's working. You just don't want to do anything to it. So we're going to talk a little bit about, like I said, if you just joined us, I'm Anna, but we're going to talk a little bit about, we're going to reflect a little bit here. Let me get to okay. So this is a reflection pause. So we're going to reflect and pause. Exercising, that's what we did today. We reflect, we didn't reflect and pause, but we paused and relaxed, and it was so refreshing. So I want you to ask yourself, why do I want what I want this year? Why do you want it? Why do I want what I want this year? So these are just some reflection questions that you can ask yourself, or it gives you something to think about or ponder on. So who am I becoming through these goals. Ooh, that's a heavy one. Who am I becoming through these goals? Well, I can only speak for myself, and I'm hoping that I'm becoming a better person as I go through my goals. I'm hoping that it makes me a better person. Now, does this align with the life God is calling me to live? I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm enjoying this. I will say that. And I'm hoping that I'm listening. Because sometimes you can have that calling and you don't listen. And I'm late in listening. I just want to let y'all know. I'm late in listening. So, this is just some things that you can think about. But also, here's some teaching moments, which is what I kind of been trying to get at. Your why isn't about proving anything. You ain't got to prove anything with your why. That's your why. Unless you're trying to prove something to yourself. Your why isn't about proving anything. Your why is what you want to do. I can't tell you what your why is. You have to do your own why. It's important that you do your own, because those are your accomplishments. Those are the things that you want to seek out in life. So it's about obedience, growth, and impact. And another word to me about obedience to me would be consistency. It's also, when you're obedient, you're doing it. You're doing it. And so consistency should be a part of your life. It's when you are consistent with it. And I look at sometimes, really my Facebook page. I started with 1, 2, 3 people, but me going live and me being consistent, and now that I've grown a following. And when you are consistent, you're going to get that growth and you're going to get that impact. And so when your goals align with your calling, you stop chasing and you start walking with intention. I'm going to repeat that. When your goals align with your calling, you stop chasing and you start walking with intention. That's powerful to me. That's powerful. Because it's been many times, do you hear me? Many a times that I've been burnt out. But now I just stop chasing. I do what I want to do. I do the things that make me happy. And I feel like I'm walking with intention. I know what I want to do. And if God is willing, I hope to accomplish it. That's all I got to say about the whole thing. But I am enjoying the whole ride. It's just made me happy. That's all I can say. It's just made me a happy, happy, happy person. Okay, so this year, don't just set goals, y'all. Get. I'm going to say it again. This year, don't just set goals. Set aligned goals. Let your why guide your steps. And believe me, peace will follow. That's a powerful statement. I would like to repeat it again. This year, don't just set goals. We don't want to set goals. We want to set aligned goals. So those aligned goals, we're going to let your why guide your steps, and peace will follow. Well, I guess, let me see. Let me look at my notes. I think we're at the end, y'all. I don't know. It looks that way. Let's see what my next slide says. Yes, we're at the end. We're at the end, y'all. So we did the reflection. We did all of those things. So, let me see. I think we are going to take that one last commercial, and then I'm going to do a little summary for you. So it's going to be a short commercial. Well, we are back, and I just wanted to let you know that Soul Lady Wigs is one of my affiliates. I don't have one of them on right now, but they are one of my affiliates. So they do support me. They've given me wigs, and when I'm having my summer, I can't wear the wigs, but you'll see me doing some of my videos with the wigs and things on. And so I want to thank you this evening for joining me on this journey that we're going to think, and I'm hoping that you'll continue to participate. Right now I have 2 ebooks out, and I'm going to do another ebook on. I'm doing quite a few things, y'all, but I'm going to do another ebook on the last series that I had, Gratitude in Motion. And so this year, I'm going to repeat what I just said. Just don't set goals, set aligned goals. And let your why guide your steps, and peace will follow. And I want to thank you again. I always end with my, I call it my 3 L's. It is 3 L's. It's 3 words that I just like those words. And to me, they represent life, and what's it all about. And so the first L is to live. I mean, it's the most important thing that you can do is to live. So you want to make sure that you live your life to the fullest. Okay? Do all those things that, kind of make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Because that way, when you're happy, most of the time you're kind of healthy. Okay? And you feel good. The second L is to laugh. I love to laugh. I've always been a laughter. Or a laughter. I can't even talk. But anyway, I like to laugh, okay? And so it's good for your soul, okay? And you best believe when you laugh, somebody else is going to laugh too. And please don't be afraid to laugh at yourself. You do crazy stuff. I'm always doing crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But, and then the last thing is to love, y'all. Make sure you love. Love is so important. So, I always say, well, the Bible says you should love everyone. It's hard. It's hard to love because we have so many different types of personalities and things like that. But really and truly, the most important person that you need to love is yourself. So remember to love yourself because you are important. And so, with that being said, I am going to wish you adore and hope to see you next Wednesday on Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. So, we're going to leave out of here with a little music and a little recognition for some of the people who have helped me in this journey on my show. So, have a blessed one and stay blessed. Bye bye.
Sweet blessings.